Oh, goodness.
Blog Talk Radio.
The following is intended only for mature audiences.
Hey there, everyone. What's going on? Good evening. It's Tuesday, March 13th. It's me, Mike J, and I'm joined tonight by, of course, well, who else would be here? It's Jeff. Obviously. You can't have a show without Jeff. How could we possibly? But, we are terribly excited as well because not only is Jeff here, but coming up very shortly, we have the one and only, you can't duplicate this no matter how you try, Michelle Visage from RuPaul's Drag Race is going to be here with us.
So excited. I'm telling you, but I have a feeling that she's running on drag time. She's surrounded by the queens on RuPaul's Drag Race, so I'm thinking that must be the situation. But let me just, find out real quick. Mike?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And you know what? I'm still actually recovering just a little bit from the shock and awe of last show. I just feel the need to just bring that up because that was absolutely insane. If you guys missed it, we were unscripted, uncensored, off the hook. It was nuts. So if you didn't catch last night's show live, go back through the on-demand archives at unscriptedradio.com and catch up. But Michelle is here. Michelle, how are you?
Who am I going to read? Jeff, I'm going to read you.
Yeah, probably.
Let me tell you why. In my email, it says 6:45 Pacific. So I'm like, it's 6 o'clock, and then I get a tweet. You coming? I'm like, what are you talking about? I have 45 minutes. Yes, girl, yes.
Oh, Miss Girl, my apologies. You know what? It's the gay in me. I can't tell time.
I'm not running on drag time, honey. I'm a Virgo. I'm always early. So when I saw that, I was like, just know that it's not me, okay?
No, it's not. My apologies. It is me. I am the moron. I just got voted off the island.
Apology accepted.
You did. He's never going to be able to get this time thing right. He's always messing that up. But, that's what happens when you do a national radio show in like 3 time zones. It's impossible to tell where you're at and what you're doing.
No, it's true. It's not easy. And I saw the 2-hour time difference, and I'm like, really? Are you, like, in Chicago or something? But whatever. We're here now, right?
We're all here.
Right.
We made it. We're good.
Mm-hmm. So, hi.
I need a drink.
Hello. How are things going? I saw you last night on my television. It was fantastic. You looked like a porcelain doll.
Last night was a very good makeup night, I have to agree. It was Kim, my makeup artist, Kim Platz, is amazing, and she paints, Van Gogh, Picasso on my face, and I just sit there and I tell her what I love and what I hate, which is pretty much the same thing every week. Big smoky eyes, nude mouth. And that's the Visage face. But she's so good at it because I've had people really screw up my face, makeup artists over the years, believe it or not, because I have a very angular face, so you can make me look really scary and really harsh if you really aren't good. So last night was a good night, and the show was good too, wasn't it?
I thought it was fantastic. I've watched it since the beginning, and I was so excited when they announced that you were joining the lineup for the panel.
Thank you.
I remember watching you on RuPaul's talk show back in the 90s.
Are you showing your age?
Well, yeah, but see, I was young then, but, I was watching things.
So was I, honey.
We were all young.
Those were the days. Ru and I we started out working together. We knew each other from the clubs. When Ru would be doing his thing and I'd be doing my little voguing thing. But we started out together on morning radio in New York City, and when we became co-hosts there, it was a natural for him to bring me into VH1, and I remember saying, it's my favorite quote, Ru has been so supportive of me just as a friend in my separate endeavors over the years. And I said to him at one point, he's always known that being like a host on VH1 or MTV was always like something that I wanted to do. I was a DJ. I thought it'd be good, but it's really hard to get in. So he brought me in, and I said, thank you so much for, like, making this dream come true. And he's like, bitch, you make me look good. That's why you're here. And I was like, I will never forget it, and that's what I strive to do every show.
Well, you do, and I was just, what took 2 seasons to get you on the new show?
Well, no disrespect to Merle, because, you know, they've had a professional relationship for a while, but you can ask Rue, this isn't me speaking out of place, but the show was conceived with me as the judge. And when they came to me, when World of Wonder came to me, I was doing morning radio in South Florida, and my boss refused. Now, if you don't know, this is internet radio. This is different than terrestrial radio. Terrestrial radio, they don't let you get more than a week off at a time. If you think about listening to morning radio, even growing up, you never heard any DJs that were on vacation for more than a week unless your name starts with Howard and ends with Stern.
Right,
so I would need 5 weeks off. And I literally said to my boss, look, I'll even get up at midnight and just to be able to do my morning radio show live from L.A. Like, I'll sleep 3 hours a night. I don't care. And they were like, no, no, no. Come to find out, he was a big homophobe. But didn't find out till afterwards because he said something like, it's not the station's image. And that to me is like, image? Well, first of all, I wasn't even going to mention it. Second of all, nobody needed to even know. Third of all, what does that mean, image? So long story short, when season 3 came and they asked me again, come hell or high water, I was finding a way to do it. But he did say no again. I then went over his head and called the president of the company and said, look, do you mind? Because they keep shutting me down. This is important to me. I'm not even asking to get paid. I just want to leave so when I come back, my job is still there. And he said, I don't care at all. So that boss ended up getting fired. I ended up coming out for season 3, and I've since walked away, and the rest is history.
Well, I'm so glad you did. Like, I think it was nostalgic for everybody that had followed RuPaul, and you.
Right.
I mean, it was so surreal to me. Like when Stacy, I have to give props out to Stacy Anonymous on Twitter because she's really the one that connected us.
So cute. Such a cutie.
I know, she's such a doll. And I always called her Sarah. I always confused her. I don't know why. I called her Sarah Gilbert, and I'd always say Canada. Like, she always wants to kill me because I never call her Stacy. But I did tonight, so there you have it, sister. But then I'm like, oh, my gosh, I remember the songs. From
sure,
like,
yeah.
I was jamming out. Like, those were my things. Like, you guys and the cover girls. Like,
yes, honey. Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
In Auburn, New York. In a little nowhere, nothing, in central New York.
Yeah, no, trust me. We were up at Poughkeepsie every other week. So, I mean, I get it. And that was kind of like that era was it. And that was such a great time for everybody that grew up in that. Not to disrespect the kids that are coming up today, but it's so much harder and so not as fun as it was in the 90s and the late 80s. Late 80s, I was still really young, but I mean, I was 19 when I was in Seduction. You know, I was a baby. So it was a really good time for me. And I agree.
What killed me is going back and watching, like, the YouTube videos. Which I haven't. I've been, like, tweeting them out to everybody. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I forgot. You looked so much like Madonna. It blew my mind. And then I did a little reading, which I didn't know, was that there was a certain girl that was maybe doing a little voguing first.
Yeah, honey. Yeah.
What's that about?
That was my thing. I mean, voguing was my thing because when I moved to New York City from New Jersey, I was 17. And I moved to Manhattan to go to college. Me being a gay man, I went to the American Musical Dramatic Academy to major in musical theater, of course. And Jesse Tyler Ferguson graduated from the same college, and when he guest starred on the show, all we did was make fun of how horrendous that school was. Anyway, long story short, I went out every night, and, like, this is kind of really my weaning. That was my weaning away from straights and into gays. Like, I was completely accepted into the gay community, hands down, the minute I walked in the door. And at that point, I was hanging out. I met these great guys. It was a whole, I was accepted into a house. I learned about balls and walking balls. And Willie Ninja became my voguing teacher along with Caesar, who was a ninja as well. I mean, and I was the first real girl with a vagina that my God made me to walk a ball for Vogue. Against Femme Queens and Butch Queens and snatch a trophy. So for me, it was a very big deal, and the ball lifestyle was huge for me. And that's why I'll always support houses and balls. They're so important to, especially inner city youth.
Right.
Very, very important. Yeah. So, yes, honey, Jose and Louis I had vogued against before in some balls, and they went and got snatched up by Madonna. They were two of the best voguers out there, I'm not going to lie. And I used to wear, like, the blonde ponytail was my thing. That was my trademark. That's what I used to walk face for. And you'll see me often wear ponytails on the show.
Right.
I walk face so many times. Snatched hair is just like, it comes naturally to me. And, you know, and then Madonna came out with the Vogue thing with the whole ponytail and the knee pads. I was like, wait a minute.
Why'd you call a lawyer, sister? That's what I want to know.
Really, because she, to this day, 2012, March 13th, to this day, she's everything to me. Everything.
Really?
And I am so not about that. That's not who I am. To me, it was flattering. Like when I hear, if somebody tries to read me or whatever the situation is, the fact that they know my name is like, oh my God. Like I just got a tweet from Kristen Johnston, who I live for. Right.
Oh,
and
she is such a
oh my
riot.
God. It says, Michelle Visage thinks I'm fierce. Oh, my God. And I was like, I called my husband over and said, honey, look, 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 look. She knows my name. Like, the fact that people know who I am, to me, it's all the validation in the world, and it's all I need.
Oh, I understand. I don't know. I guess I'm a traitor to my gayness and all. Madonna and I, we kind of broke up a long time ago. And it's been known on the show. Yeah, it's been known, like, everybody knows I'm like Madonna. Like, she'd never do the show, one, ever, just because she is Madonna. And second, because, you know, the whole hydrangea thing, it just didn't really work for me. Like, it just pissed me off. And I was like, I'm good, I'm done.
Well, you know, trust me, I've been doing morning radio for 17 years. And I've never once interviewed her. And I see people interview her all the time on morning radio shows, the big syndicated ones, the Elvis Durans, the Ryan Seacrest. And I'm like, nobody's going to interview her quite the way that I would interview her. But yet, why can't I get, like, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be when she's 70. She's got her next album. She's going to be doing, you know, some kind of gray-haired, humping the stage sort of move. She'll still be fierce, and that's when I'll get to interview her. And quite honestly, I won't care. That she is everything to me. She is such a pioneer and such a leader and is so fearless. And I don't care how, you know, pretentious she's become or whatever you want to call it with the British accent. It's like, who are you? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't care because she's everything. That's the queen, everything to me.
I mean, I was a little gay kid, you know, like where am I going to come from? Nobody ever talked about it. We didn't know what it was. We didn't know any gay people. You know, we both went to Catholic school our entire lives. And like Madonna, like I knew these songs that I liked. And It wasn't until the early 90s where I finally put like, I knew who Madonna was, but I had no idea like all these songs that I loved were by her.
Her, the queen.
Yeah, you know, and then, you know, I kind of got older, followed her, and then like, I don't know, I have a really hard time when I see somebody that's that famous, and I don't know, like just the hydrangea thing, it just bothered my face, girl. I couldn't get over it.
Yeah, but don't you understand, and think about it. No, not just her with the hydrangea thing, but think about out there, who really does, like, she does give back, and she does a lot of charity things for her Kabbalah stuff and for her Zimbabwe, or whatever the kid's from, Malawi. I'm not trying to belittle that at all, the Raising Malawi Foundation, and she does a lot. But it's like I feel like they lose track, and I feel like, I don't know, if it were me, I would be calling everybody, doing every interview, because without you all who care, then what would we be? And I think she's kind of lost her way with that.
Yeah. Maybe a
you know, she used to be at all the clubs and doing everything and all the interviews. And then it's like, where'd you go, girl? Where'd you go? You moved to London and started riding horses, and what happened? You know what I mean?
She left us.
What happened? Where'd you go?
Maybe I just have inner angst from her. Like, I just have some unresolved issues with her on the inside that she left us. And then she went to techno. I don't know. It could just be me.
No, it's not you. I understand what you're saying. Even me, being a gay man inside, felt a little abandoned at some point. I was like, we were everything, and then you cast us aside. You know, what happened? Yeah, I'm with you. But no, she's still the queen.
But, you know, I think, you know, like watching RuPaul on TV and watching you, when I was younger, and it was so you guys were just so, I can't even pop the word out. I can't even explain to you what you guys, meant. Just seeing that on television at a time where we didn't know anybody. It wasn't out there and it wasn't okay. Like, you guys were kind of the group leaders for us.
Yeah. No, it was a really fun time, and I was always about that kind of love yourself and be yourself. And it's not easy, I know. I mean, I grew up in a small town in South Plainfield, New Jersey, and that wasn't, the one kid who was out, who was gay, was not out, and I ended up fighting a guy because he was picking on him. And, yeah, but that's kind of how, was doing an interview, and somebody asked me kind of how my kind of connection with the gay community started, and I feel like little Glenn in high school was the first place it started. Like, they were picking on him so much that I turned around and I was like, shut up, like freaked out defending the kid. But it was like, that's kind of where it all started. I feel like, who are you to judge somebody? I don't know. I grew up in a very liberal household, thank God.
So did I. It kills me when I see all these kids that are struggling. They're making the videos, and they're not living to where they need to be. And they're taking their own lives. And, I didn't have that family. Like, everybody kind of knew. And it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
So it always breaks my heart when I see kids struggling.
You're lucky. You're one of the, I think you're the exception. I think, I don't know. I would be interested to see what the numbers are these days of parents that accept their children and love them for who they are. Or I bet you more parents love their kids more than shun them. Don't you think?
I would think so. I would hope at this point. I mean, I know when we were in the Catholic high school and stuff,
right?
Like, school was rough, and even out in public, because I turned 18 and kind of went crazy drag queen on everybody. Was wearing the boots around town and the mascara, eyeliner, and sparkles. I didn't care. We had a bandana. Would show up to work, working with mentally challenged folks, and they're all like, "What the hell's going on with you? And why is your hair orange?"
Right.
Nobody knew what the hell was going on. And I was this good little Catholic boy that taught religion and went to Mass, and I was an altar server. God help me. I mean, it was, oh, sister.
You survived.
I did, and it just breaks my heart to see these kids. And I just think what you guys have going on Logo now, it's groundbreaking. You've never seen something like that.
Amen, honey. How lucky are we? A bunch of drag queens were able to be on TV and show the world what we have to offer, and it be okay. What a gift is that? Seriously.
And it's growing. That's, I think, the real exciting part, because every year I watch, and that prize money keeps going up. I'm like, well, hey.
Exactly. We are so grateful, and the more time that goes on, the bigger, the better. It's all about just getting the word out there and letting people know they're not alone. It's okay. It will get better if you're having a hard time now, and there is a future. Don't give up on yourself. It's okay,
That's right. And, all the queens need to bust out their wigs and their high heels and go enter to be in season 5.
Yes, honey. RDRcasting.com, I believe. Yes, RuPaul's Drag Race Casting.com, season 5, and they just announced we're doing an All-Stars season 2.
Ooh, that's
very nice.
Exciting.
Yes, so we'll be bringing back some of the fan favorites and you can vote, by the way, on our Facebook page. If you go to RuPaul's Drag Race, you'll see it there. You could vote for who you want to be brought back for All-Stars.
Oh, one of my favorites, and it's, maybe because we're from the same kind of town, is Pandora Box.
Love Pandora. See, people are tweeting me, and it's they'll say, give me your top 3, and I'm like, child, please, 3. I have so many, and I'll sit there with Ru, and Ru won't say anything, and I'll be like, well, I want this, and I want that, and of course, he doesn't care what I want. But with that said, I need Raven on there.
I loved Raven.
Yeah, need Raven on there, need Manila on there for me.
Yeah.
I would also like Jada Sophia, Nina Flowers.
Oh, I love Nina.
You start thinking, and you're like, oh, and then that one, and then it's before you know it, you're way over the budget here. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's they can't bring back all of the queens from all the seasons. It doesn't work that way.
I think our first, we came on air in June, and the first guest we had on was Mystic Summers.
Mystique, love Mystique.
Mystique,
yeah. Mystique. Oops,
Mystique.
my bad. Well,
I'm from Chicago, bitch.
Chicago, bitch. I thought, that girl, she wasn't trying to say nothing about it. She was like, it's all good. And she was like, I'm watching The Voice right now. I'm like, sister, we're trying to do an interview here. Get your damn TV off and get the business. Oh, she was
That's a queen
she
for
was
you.
And then we had Good Pandora because I worked at a club in Syracuse, so she would come and perform, and I performed. And
Is she from upstate?
Yeah, she's from Rochester, New York.
Rochester.
Yeah. So we, it was just kind of the same circle thing. Like, we weren't tight or anything, but,
I do like Pandora a lot.
I was so excited. I felt so bad, and that son of a bitch, what's his face there? Oh, gosh, it just slipped my mind. But he is so mean.
Ooh, which one?
Santino.
Oh.
That's it, right? He is a son of a bitch.
Well, what he said about that couch last night?
Oh, Miss Girl, that girl's going to fuck him up. Let me tell you right now.
I would not mess with Latrice. I'd be like, girl, you look beautiful, no matter what. She could be a hot mess. I'd be like, you're gorgeous. Yeah, no, that was, but let me tell you something, not for nothing. He tweeted a picture of this couch from Uncensor, and he was right on the money. I love me some Latrice.
No.
Like, I love her, but right on the money. I was like, oh, no, he didn't. See, for me, I never rented furniture from Uncensor.
Right.
So I didn't know. But then when he did the visual, I was like, ooh. No.
Ooh, Miss Girl, what you wearing there?
Yes.
I mean, I always felt like you were kind of tough. You were very brutally honest with them.
I am, but
he gets so mean.
Here's the difference, not between him and I, but I'm just giving you food for thought. And I said this at the reunion. I can sit there and blow smoke up your butt, right, and go, oh, my God, you're so perfect, you're so perfect. What's the point of that? I want to help you grow as the drag queen and help you earn more money and help you get to the finish line and maybe win, $75,000, $100,000. So what I'm saying is not to be seedy or shady. What I'm saying is listen to me, damn it, because I'm trying to help you.
As you so
Fifi listened to me, and last night she turned it out. What did you say, baby? I cut you off.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You said that last night. Like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, fix your 5 o'clock shadow. That's all there is to it.
Oh, God. I said it about 20 other times, but that was the one that finally got on. Because people have been screaming at me saying, why aren't you clocking? What? And I'm like, I did clock. This is just, he just didn't listen. And then last night was like, look, enough with the games. Listen to me. And he tried to touch this. Don't get Paris is burning on me. Trying to change my stream of consciousness. It's not going to happen. Listen, I'm trying to help you. You could either listen or you don't have to. So we'll see next week if he listened.
I can't wait to see. It's definitely insane. The show is just a riot, and it's just so much more fun with you on it. But I really want to know, are you coming out, or are we going to hear any more songs from you? Because I feel like it's been a minute.
It's been a long minute for a reason.
Girl, I need your voice in my life, frankly.
It is in your life. It's on your TV. And here's the thing. I maybe might do a record here and there, like a single, just because, like, Ru and I are talking about doing a duet for next season, just to do something fun. But really, a 40-year-old pop star is what you really want music from? No. You really don't. I mean, come on.
Look, have you seen some of these kids out there?
Yeah.
It's a little scary to me.
It's true.
Like, I can't get into it. Like, I feel like the old person now. Like, I'm the one that, I've got the CDs in the car because I can't listen to radio because I don't get it.
Okay, don't be knocking my Justin Bieber, all right? Leave him out of it.
I hear enough. I have 2 daughters. I hear enough. Enough. But I'm glad that they're kind of over it.
Oh, I can't do it. I just can't. I try so hard, and I'm like, you know what, let me just go back to the late 80s and early 90s. Let me bust out some stuff, and I'm going to be all right.
It's difficult. The music now is not the same. I think that music is in a really bad place right now, don't you think?
I do, and I don't get it. And it's like it almost seems like it's the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Well, which is why it was kind of refreshing when Gaga first came out, because it was like, at least somebody who's got the balls to walk outside wearing a plastic bag on her head.
Right. Right.
You know, and I can totally respect that, and I love that. But then the music sounds eerily similar to Madonna many times, that
right.
it was kind of like, well, the music maybe isn't that creative, but I still love it. And
it's
really,
I think
that's what it's about.
She definitely took, I think, Madonna's like kind of in your face, catchy, what's she gonna do next, and kind of took it to the next level. When that bitch came out in that meat dress and handed her meat purse to Cher, I about fell off the couch.
I love that though. See, I love her because she's just a round the way girl who was like me, kind of like a misfit and didn't fit in. And you know, I used to wear. I was very big into punk rock because if you follow my tweets, I'm a huge Anglophile. Before Madonna, by the way, okay, this is not, it's just a coincidence. I didn't marry a British guy, but I've always been obsessed with everything British. Probably in another life, you know, I had some sort of whatever, if you believe in that. But
the accent, oof, oof.
Well, that's part of it. I have a really good friend who lives in Belfast, and she sounds like that. I love it. But I have to tell you, I used to be into punk rock, so Sex Pistols were everything to me, and I used to wear this padlock around my neck because I loved Sid Vicious. Why the drug addict who killed himself, don't know, but I think he was just really irreverent and did stupid stuff, and he was, I guess, cute for as cute as a punk rock Brit could be, because he really wasn't. But I was really into that kind of music, and I would dress like the freakiest freak job, and my mother would buy me any clothes, not any clothes that I want, but that's what I spent my money on. That was it. All I cared about was fashion and clothes and being different. And people used to look at me and laugh at me and make fun of me, and I didn't care. They didn't get it. It's Central New Jersey. They didn't get it. Like, they wore work boots to school. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so I understand.
You know, and you, to me, have... You know, you seem to have your life together. You said you have a husband. And
I have a husband and two beautiful daughters.
Like, so how did you stay out of all the craziness?
And I'm going to sound like such a goody two-shoes, but I never drank and I never did drugs.
Wait. You mean like never, ever drank?
I must have gotten drunk. I'm 43. I've gotten drunk 10 times in my entire life. And they were all planned. So it was like, the last time I got drunk, I was 21 years old. We were on tour with Milli Vanilli. I was having an affair with Fabrice. We were in a club in Canada. He was mad at me. I got so sick. I'm the type of drunk that I'm the girl who doesn't know she's drunk until she pukes. So we were in a fight. I went into the bathroom in the club, threw up, and fell asleep, like in pee position, like I was peeing, and put my elbows up. Girls know what I'm talking about. And fell asleep. He was walking back and forth in front of the girls' room, apparently, because it was like an open door. You know, sometimes the clubs, there's no door, it's just open.
Oh, no.
And his stage manager, their tour manager, was my friend, and she's looking all over for me. Like, they almost left without me in Canada, me sleeping, peeing position, drunk in Canada. That was the last time.
You know, that's... I want to bring on one of our other co-hosts who actually, we thought she was in Paris, but she Skyped in. Katrina, can you relate to that story by chance?
Yeah, actually, I got wasted on 4 bottles of champagne last night in Paris at a gay bar, and I can completely relate.
Ooh, girl. Well, at least you weren't in danger.
You never know her.
Problem is, no, I don't really remember. And I guess I got in a fight. Yeah, there was this guy at the table next door to mine who had these like hookers with him. And when I got up to go to the bathroom, he sent his hookers over to talk to my date. And And so my date told me, he's like, oh, these are prostitutes, and this guy sent them over. And I was pissed. So I waited till my date went to the bathroom, and then I go up to the guy, and I said, you listen here, buddy. I'm the #1 prostitute in Las Vegas. He's mine. Back off.
Wait a minute. You're with a date in Paris?
Yes.
Where did I go wrong? I think the most I got was like TGI Fridays.
Oh, you had a nice date in Canada, sounds like.
My God, look at you. All right, go ahead, girl. Make it happen.
Miss all that over there. She globetrots, leaves us. We're all stuck in
Good for her. No,
Rhode
do
Island.
it now.
Well,
do it when you're young.
I had to go defend my territory. It almost got ugly in there.
Yeah, that's not cute. but that's what happens in other parts of the world, sister. But drinking will do that too, which is why I don't do it. Again, we go back to that Virgo thing where I can't not be in control. It's too much of a control issue for me.
I mean, I think a lot of people are like that, but it kills me when I see these people, you know, in the entertainment industry. You know, we keep losing people way before their time, and it blows my mind.
Right, and you know why? Drugs and alcohol. And in Amy Winehouse's case, alcohol. You know, people take for granted. They don't look at alcohol like it could hurt you, but it could hurt you.
Well, it hurt me because I skinned my knees last night.
Oh, no. Oh, but Katrina, other than that, Paris is going well for you?
It's good. I had some frog legs. I took myself to dinner tonight. I was by myself, and there was everyone in there was French except me, and they're all hitting on me, and I didn't know what they were saying. But one guy was trying to buy me escargot, and I'm like, dude, if you want to hit on me, try flowers, not snails. You know?
Exactly.
Oh,
Step up your game a little bit there, buddy.
Have you shopped?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So
I bought a beautiful fur coat at Burberry.
Wait.
Yeah.
Not only is it fur, but it's got to be Burberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katrina is our princess on this
All right,
show.
Katrina, are you sure you aren't a hooker?
Yeah, no, last I checked.
Good for you.
But,
seriously.
Play one on
Well,
TV.
if she was, I want my check. Where's
I'll
my
take
10%?
a $50 gift card, you know, to Forever 21, and I'll be happy. So, come on, girl.
I'm happy with a gift card to Costco. Are you kidding?
Okay, all right. Get some big size something.
Oh,
get the big star mayonnaise, girl.
You know, but I know why Katrina called in tonight. It's because she wants to do the Tuesday trending report, but we have to do the primetime update first because it's 9:30, and I can guarantee you, Katrina, you're going to crack up at some of these stories. So,
Michelle, you're going to love this.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to chime in.
Hold on to this for just a minute.
From Unscripted Radio, this is the Primetime Update.
Good evening. It's being called a grime wave, a rash of theft targeting Tide laundry detergent. Near Minneapolis, cameras caught 56-year-old Patrick Costanzo stealing more than $25,000 worth of the product over the course of 15 months. He'd also take paper towels, soda, and toilet paper. Authorities finally put an end to the Sudsy spree, but with a retail price from $10 to $20, this household laundry staple has become a kind of currency of the streets. It can sell on the black market for half the price, and with no serial number, it's impossible to track. A sad story, a 27-year-old mother accused of stabbing her 6-year-old daughter to death with a pair of scissors told Las Vegas police she'd been taking a weight loss product, had trouble sleeping for several days, and felt an evil presence before the attack. Danielle Yvonne Slaughter was jailed Tuesday in Las Vegas pending a Wednesday court appearance on a murder charge. She told police she took hydroxycut and that her daughter, Kyla Frank, spoke to her in an evil voice before the Sunday attack. And finally tonight, the boot after the bulge. Drag diva Jiggly was ousted after giving a poor presentation on RuPaul's Drag Race. Contestants were asked to create a mock-up cover for a dragazine. Jiggly's cover was for the headline Battle of the Bulge. RuPaul's Drag Race airs Mondays at 9 p.m. on Logo. Check your local listings. Jeff and Michelle, back to you.
Were you high when you did that? What the hell is going on?
I loved it. I
like that little accent.
You wanted some like probably 20 minutes before the show, I'm trying to do this, and Jeff is like, you got to say it with pizzazz. It's dragazine. You got to drag out. I'm like, Draganze? I'm like, well, what do you want from me?
He's not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bitch doesn't have cable. He doesn't get it. I'm like, say this with me, Michael. Say it 1, 2, 3 times. Extravaganza. And he's like, extravaganza? Like, he just was not getting it. Like, this is why I did drag and he didn't. Like, no, it was not working.
He's just a gay. You've done drag.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Oh, it was bad.
Was it bad?
Oh, honey, like, I was, like, the campy one, you know, that would, like, do anything outrageous to make everybody be like, oh.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that, too.
I'm a fan.
No. Like, and then it was bad because I went from being a fat drag queen, I got really skinny, and I got fat again.
How'd you get really skinny? What'd you do?
I was working at the club and working just all the time around the clock. And
so you couldn't eat?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't really eat. And there was maybe this thing called ephedrine, which is really fantastic.
There we go.
You mean you weren't on hydroxycut and didn't black out and hear evil voices and kill a kid?
That's crazy, right? How about the tide?
I've had hydroxycut before. It does not do that. She's just crazy. She's just crazy. Come on.
She was crazy voices. Get out of my way. I mean, really, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. Crazy voices.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm going to start selling some Tide on the black market, though. I think that could be a nice business venture.
Let me tell you something. Really? That stuff is really expensive. It's $20. Why do I know this? But it's like $20 for a big jug, and they don't give coupons very often. Yeah, I'm spoken like a mother.
I can see people getting really like hard up on the street, and they'll be like, "Oh,
I need my Tide fixed.
Look it for some Tide. Come on,
I need some Procter & Gamble now." Yes.
Oh no. But you know, I feel like we got to take it back. Besides the crazy bitch with the hydroxycut, what about poor Miss Jiggly last night? I felt so bad for that bitch. You know, she was struggling. She said she was bingy, and they all pick on her and say she wasn't smart. That was.
I happen to really, really enjoy Jiggly. I love her because she's like an around-the-way girl. She got to deal with that hairline on an everyday basis, and she is actually really lovely and really sweet. So obviously she's struggling with a lot of demons. So, you know, it was sad, and Untucked was even sadder last night. You know, I felt really bad for her, but in the end, you put Mi Vida Loca by Pam Tillis up against, you know, sweet little country-looking white boy Willem and big Brooklyn girl Jiggly. Not that she can't, but I mean, it was obviously not going to win.
No,
you know, didn't know the word.
A little bit of a Pointer Sister last night, which I was surprised because I can't remember which show it was, but the one where she busted out was doing the split, and that bitch was all over that stage like she was working for her last supper. I was like,
that was last week.
Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah, that was last week where she was in like that Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat bathing suit.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
That was Float Your Boat. That was the gay pride float.
Oh, I couldn't. I just sat there and was like, you know, because where I come from, you don't see big girls doing shit like that. Like, it just doesn't happen.
No, work, honey. I was so proud of her when and then she said to Willem's like, you want to do, I'll do a split. She's like, no, do a jump split. Willem goes, oh, no, I can't jump split. He's like, exactly, take that, bitch. So it makes me sad, you know, as time goes on and you get to know them more and more, it's sad. You get really sad saying goodbye to them, and you know.
Wasn't it last season or the season before? Like I vaguely remember you getting a little touch of the teary eyes.
Oh, that was yes, I do have tears underneath this stone. That was Giada Sofia. When Giada Sofia, she just gave up and like crashed and burned. That killed me. I was a big fan of hers.
Oh, yeah. The video that they made was, oh gosh.
Yeah,
I love it.
Tore me down to see that happen. So I can cry. I do have tears. I just don't do it often.
It was just something that stuck in my head.
Drink.
What's that, sweetie?
It's because you don't drink. Get wasted and you might start tearing up.
I drink water. I do have some liquid in here besides the silicone in my chest. I don't, and trust me, I'm the type of girl, I told you that, like, I don't even know I'm drunk until I vomit, but I'm also the type of girl who will have sex with anybody at any given time, any gender, anywhere, when I'm drunk. So my husband loves it. He's always trying to get me. I will throw down anywhere, and then I'll wake up and be like, what is that? You had sex with me. And I've been there like the 10 times I've gotten drunk, I must have done that part like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, honey, that happens to Michael like twice a week.
Oh, yeah.
A little different, see? But that's what happened. So I had to give that up because I had my girlfriends rescue me far too many times. Be like, bitch, open your eyes. What are you doing? Dude, it's like 500 pounds. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But, you know, when I was 20 or 19 years old or 18 years old, even though we're not supposed to legally drink, that's what we did because we use fake IDs to get into clubs.
Honey, we all do.
Oh, it's tough.
Right.
I mean, you get the liquor goggles or the beer goggles, and all of a sudden something you didn't look at 30 minutes ago, it looks like you just want to take it in the bathroom and throw it down in the stall, you know?
That's why you can't drink, because that's what you end up with, and it's really just not good. No, the secret to success. The secret to success on that one is to make sure you don't pass out with them. So after you do your rump and you still think they look good, you got to go. Split Phil. Yeah, that's true. Just don't drive. Oh, yeah, don't drive. I'm not asking. Call a taxi. I remember leaving a club when I was 19, I think, or 18, down the Jersey Shore, and I was so completely cocked out of my mind. I left the club. I couldn't even find my shoes. I was walking down the street barefoot, and I remember I had to pee so bad. I stopped on a random person's door. How dangerous is that? Like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Knocked on the door, and I'm like, can I use your bathroom? And it was a cop. Oh, my God. But thank God it was a cop because he ended up driving me home. And then my girlfriend that abandoned me comes walking down the street later with a pillow in her hand. I said, and a guy. And I'm like, what are you doing? And where'd you get that pillow? She found it on the beach. And I was like, no. You can't have a disgusting pillow in your hand that you found on the beach.
Oh, my God. Oh, see, I guess I probably would have stopped drinking then, too.
Just too many things have gone wrong. I slept with far too many people that I shouldn't have and just got into trouble. So I had to stop working at the nightclubs. I couldn't do it because, you know, one of the great things about my job was I could get trashed and work. And I kind of ran into those situations. And instead of my friends taking care of me and being like, bitch, you need to step off because you're going to hate yourself tomorrow. Yeah. They really only let it happen to me once. And I woke up in the morning. I didn't remember anything about it. And it wasn't like crazy. It was just maybe a little traveling of the hands on the dance floor kind of a thing. And I had never been so ashamed of myself. Yeah, you just felt dirty. Oh, it was so bad. I wanted to bite my left arm off. And then this bastard kept calling me for weeks. Oh, like, maybe you lost my number. You didn't get my last message. I'm like, no, bitch. I'm just never going to call you. And if I see you, I'm going to be like, I don't know you. Don't you love that? Maybe you lost my number. No. Like, you've left me 15 messages. You've MySpaced me. You've texted me. No, bitch. I don't know. Just take it for what it is and move on. Absolutely love that. Well, I know we're down to like 17 minutes, and I know that if I don't call Stacy now, we're never going to get the poor girl on, and she would. Oh, you get to call her? Yeah, we're going to dial her up. She's in the chat room right now. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, well, she's such a doll, and, you know, I got to thank her so much for getting us together. I don't know. Well, maybe they're not, because there's a little technical difficulty. Got to love Internet radio, kids. Yeah, well, story of my life. Everything goes wrong on live radio. It never fails, especially on this show. If something can, it's bad, girl, it's bad. I don't know how you handle it. You deal with it, and then you get off the air and you go, that was the worst thing ever, and then you just take your paycheck. Because there's certain things you can't control. Right. Especially when it's live, you can't help it. Yeah, absolutely. I think the worst thing that's ever happened to us is it's been so long now I think I can talk about it. We actually were scheduled to have the prosecutor in the Casey Anthony trial, Jeff Ashton, was supposed to come on with us like the day, I think after he announced his campaign for Florida Senate or something. Yeah, no show. Well, that would have been a really light topic to talk about. Oh, yeah. A big pick-me-up. I was ready to rip his ass apart. All right, good. Well, I read his book, and he was You read it?
Yes. good. Are you kidding? His publisher sent it to me. Like, I'm a big reader. I love to read.
You know how to read?
Yeah, girl, a little bit. You know, once in a while. I can't tell time, and I can't type, and I can't spell, as you have now known. But, you know, so this guy's book, like, he was just kind of pretentious, and he's like, you know, oh, blah, blah, blah. There's tons of trials that get, you know, first-degree murder and get death sentence with circumstantial evidence. And part of my issue was, like, everything in the book, I'm like, dude, like, we all know what happened.
Right.
At least we think we do. But you couldn't put it there. You didn't do your job.
Right. Obviously.
You know, don't blame the jurers. Like, how could you? I couldn't sit there and put somebody to death.
You can't blame a jury. They're just going by evidence. I've been in a jury. Unfortunately, every freaking time I go to jury duty, I get chosen.
Oh, I never do.
I always do, and I'm so obnoxious, which is why I think I do. And the one time the judge says, might I remind you, if you are lying, we'll hold you in contempt of court. I was like, oh, God, okay.
I've always wanted to do it. I'm like, come on, give me a murder case. Please give me a murder case. I don't ever get anything.
No, you sit there for hours and you get $25 like for 2 months of work.
Oh, like, as long as they can throw me in a hotel room, I'm by myself, can't call nobody, and I have, like, 100 books I can read, dude, I'm going to be in heaven. That's a vacation.
But you can't read a book when you're sitting on a friggin' jury.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about afterwards. Don't you get to go to a hotel room and get some rooms? Honey, I'm a big girl. I like to eat. I'm going to get some room service. I'm going to get a book, take a bath.
Oh, that's if you're sequestered on, like, the big OJ trial. Normally it's you go home.
Oh, well, I don't want to go home.
Right. Normally your ass is sent right back home with your book. Somebody cooking something over there?
I think we have our good friend Sarah on the line finally.
You mean Stacy?
Oh, that's right. Stacy from Canadadia.
Oh, goodness.
How you doing, Stacy? Are you there?
Can you hear me? No, yes, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Stacy, hi, honey.
Hi.
How are you, cutie?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, good. How's everything in Canada?
Oh, my God, really? Yes, that's what you got to say. It's okay, I guess.
Is it cold? Is that the dumbest question ever?
Is it cold? Not right now. Right now we're, like, having okay weather. Yeah.
And what part of Canada?
Ontario.
Oh, so do you speak French?
No.
Well, that's Quebec, isn't it?
I don't like French. Oh, jeez. It's so awkward. Everyone's so quiet.
I know these boys can't shut up, and then they get a phone call, and they're like, don't.
I know. Why is everyone not talking?
Nobody ever calls our show. We get freaked out when people call.
I'm drafting my apology email because I'm a moron that put 6:45 in an email, like, you know. And
yeah, he's working on that.
Girlie, I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, Mike, we're not going to have time to, like, run through and tell her what we're going to, I'm like, what did I do? Did I put something wrong? And he's like, check your email, Maura.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is I'm a professional. I sound like Chad Michaels, but I'm a professional, and I can fly by the seat of my pants, so I'm good. I can roll with it. Whatever you do, I'll follow your lead, or I'll just take over.
Oh,
so there you go. I mean, we do a lot of flying by the seat of our pants on this show, and Stacy, I'm so glad you got to call in. I'm being quiet because last time we had international callers, I kind of offended them by trying to do an accent, and it wasn't pretty. So
she's from Canada, not Europe.
Oh, geez. Yeah, my phone bill was, like, off the roof, but it's okay. It's worth it.
Yeah, well, Mom's going to love that.
No, I pay my phone bill.
You do?
Oh, honey, just let me know. I'll send you a check, okay?
No, it's okay.
Good girl. Well, my daughter doesn't pay her phone bill, but she's 11, so those child labor laws, those pesky child labor laws get in the way. Yeah, she's 11.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I can't put her to work yet. I try, but no. I get in trouble.
Why is everyone so quiet? Oh, my God.
Stacy, how did you fall in love with Michelle? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't even know. Oh, okay, so what she posted a picture, I think, and then Leah retweeted it. But Leah does what I do at the movies. I put my hood on so I don't catch light from the movie seat. So I, like, commented, and then, yeah. So love from there.
Yep. She found me through Leah Remini, who happens to be one of my best friends. And Leah and I went to the movies, and Leah made me put a hood on so I didn't get lice from the chairs. And I'm like, Leah, seriously? She wouldn't let my kids sit there without the thing on. Her daughter, I'm like, Leah, this is ridiculous. So we took a picture and tweeted it, and that's
so
kind of how it happened.
I love it.
Yeah. So Stacey became my baby.
I love it.
I've adopted her.
If I'm ever in the movie theater now, you can bet wherever I'm at. If I see someone with their hood up, I'm going to be running over to them to check and see if it's Leah Remini. Just saying.
Oh, exactly. And she will. She'll totally be there with a friggin' hood on. She doesn't let me.
It's a good idea. What are you talking about?
It is a good idea, but
good.
It totally doesn't work like that. I run a daycare. You can't. I could totally do a seminar because there's only really been one study on lice. I don't know why I'm really getting into this, but
oh boy.
Anyways, it's not that easy to catch. I mean, it is, but
no,
catch it from a movie seat.
I researched it to tweet it and prove her wrong because I hate when she's right because I'm usually the right one, and I did research on it, and you can totally get it that way. So she's like, "Am I right?" And I'm like, "Whatever."
Girl, don't worry. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna call my trainer, and I'm gonna get this study, and we'll have to compare notes. Maybe we can prove her wrong. Yes.
I would love that.
We'll do a whole show on lice, just for listeners out there. And
okay, look, I can't do it.
Maybe we can get Leah to call in, and she can, give us the trade secrets on putting the hood up.
Honey, this girl has more secrets from more things than you could ever possibly imagine. She's a neat freak, so I learned lots of stuff from her.
My favorite is the name on the Tupperware. Just saying.
Oh, no, that's the pans.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, like the lid on the casserole dish,
If she could personalize everything, she would. But it's a great idea for gifts, so, yeah. That's true. She's got lots of goody little things like that. But that's how we met, and that's how Stacey became my child, my adopted child.
Oh, I feel so loved.
Stacey, a great moment. No pressure.
Sandra says hi, and she loves you. And then, I told her to stop doing drugs. Yep.
Oh, there's another little young girl that is a fan and follows on Twitter, and she talks to Stacey, and she tries to tell Stacey, Michelle didn't see me, said that I smoked pot. Me, who doesn't do anything, and I'm like, yeah, I saw it. Not good. Too young to start getting
she's mad.
It's no good. That stuff is no good. It melts your brain. These boys are probably saying,
Aww.
Been around it all. All no good. You can do it all with a clear mind, then you know you've succeeded on your own.
That's totally the case, actually, because we've done, back when we first started, we thought we could pull off having a few drinks at happy hour and then do a live radio show. It was funny about once, and then after that we were just told it's completely unprofessional. So
well, honestly, and trust me, in all my years of doing it, not drinking, but broadcasting and, doing club events and broadcasting from, it sounds so sloppy and it sounds so ridiculous. I remember listening to Howard Stern when they broadcasted from Vegas. It was such a hot mess, and even he said he would never do it again because it just sounds, you're not there, so we're not drunk with you.
Right.
So we're not experiencing the same euphoria that you are, and you're like, oh, it's so funny. It's really not.
I think you listened to the show that we did. That's exactly how we sounded.
Because that's exactly how they all go. They're never like just enough alcohol to make you funny.
No. Yeah. We don't even need alcohol to make us funny. Trust me.
Well, okay, I know we're running out of time, Mikey. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Stacey, do you have a question that you wanted to ask Michelle?
That she hasn't asked me already?
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
No, baby. It means that we talk.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Are you going to rap? Rap for them. Yeah, rap.
Oh, no, that's you. You're supposed to do that, aren't you?
No. I'd rather not. You do it.
I saw here, Sarah.
I deleted it. How did you guys still see it? I deleted it.
Look, little fancy fingers. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not after. It's so awkward. No. Okay, somebody has to do it with me, though.
I don't know.
What are we doing? A Fresh Prince soundtrack? What are we doing?
She said that she would tweet, she would rap Soul System, the rap that I did on Lovely Day, on the Bodyguard soundtrack.
Oh, Miss Girl.
So who's gonna rap it?
I think it should be you and Michelle because I can't. Oh no, that's
somebody has to rap it with me. Michelle, start it.
Excuse me, this is your little thing here. How did I get sucked into it? I'm supposed to be the one being entertained here. I'm the guest.
Still, I'm the guest too, kind of.
Okay, we need a little. I think we got to warm up our crowd and get you guys a little motivated. Come on, let's do it.
Oh
okay, come on,
really?
Stacey. It's your moment.
What did I get myself into?
Hey, you tweeted it, sister.
Go ahead.
I know, but I deleted it, and no, look at her. She told me to go ahead. No, if somebody wants to start it, start it, and then I'll do it. I'll sing.
Jeff, come on. I don't know the song.
How could you not know it?
Look, I can't hit a note to save my life.
I know.
I'm not gonna do it. All right. Well, Stacey, you know what? Maybe we'll get it next time. Maybe we'll tape it some other day and we'll play it on air. Okay? How's that sound?
How cute would that be?
We'll do it off the show. We'll all call in and we'll get a little thing going. And we'll get a little.
And I'll use it for my ringtone.
Oh, how cute!
That would be so much fun.
Aw, sweetie.
All right. Well, Stacey, we're almost out of time, so I want to thank you, honey, for bringing Michelle to us. She's been an amazing guest and guest co-host. And so I want to thank you. We really do appreciate you. You are such a riot, Chickie, and I'm glad.
And you're such a sweet girl, and just keep being strong and keep being true to you, okay, Miss Stacey? Good girl.
Goodbye, guys. This is so awesome.
Bye, Stacey.
Great hearing your voice, honey. Love you.
Oh, I feel bad. That poor girl, her phone bill's going to be outrageous.
Well, she's from Canada, not friggin' India.
I know. Don't they have U.S. and Canada all wrapped into one?
Yeah, it won't be that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not to take for granted she's a teenager, but still.
This is true.
I know. She's such a sweetheart. I love following her.
Sweet.
She's a sweetie. Yeah. So I did have a little trending report that we've got in the last 3 minutes.
A tranny report?
No, not a training report. Honey, I gave those up years ago.
I'm getting too old for
that shit.
Oh, my.
What?
Jeffrey.
But look it. It's like I told that one officer. I don't have slurred speech. I am homosexual. That is how I talk. I'm just saying.
Me too. Now tell me what the report was. The what report?
The trending report.
Oh, trending report. All right, go ahead.
So that's crazy stuff on Twitter. We've got 3 minutes, so let's just. One of the things that I caught over the last week was texts that lead to sex.
Okay, please. I'd like to know what they are.
Yeah, right. So somebody had posted, "Hi, we're in one direction." I don't really get this. Are you coming around to my cavern?
Yeah, I like that one.
That's good.
That one.
I've just bought some new Ann Summers lingerie. I don't even know who she is.
Ann Summers.
It just sounds fabulous, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've got a free house. Want to come over and watch a movie?
Nice.
Your parents
if you were in high school.
It's a classic.
Oh, this one's free. Is your Chamber of Secrets open?
Oh, I love it! Harry Potter fans, yay! That's me.
Oh, this is, okay, I know I'm guilty of this one, and I know nobody goes real guilty of it. 3 a.m., you up?
Right,
yeah.
Okay, this one, this child, the picture looks like he's 12. Come over, I'm at my parents' house. I'm watching Avatar on Blu-ray. If that's the code words the kids are using today, we've got problems. Michelle?
Amen. Amen.
We need an intervention. Oh, this one's, I'll get you chicken nuggets.
I'll get you chicken nuggets?
I don't know how that's the text that leads to sex. I'm not really sure.
No. I make those for my kids. No.
This guy does not look like a kid. Just if anybody wants to know, his name's Dirk Taskgross. I don't really know. And his other one was text that lead to sex are you off your period yet?
Ooh.
That's sexy.
Yeah, the girls I know would run him over.
Yeah, that's really sexy. Yeah, that made me hot.
Yeah, right? I'm telling you, I'm just ready to go right now.
Yeah, that killed the mood.
Right. Well, it reminds me of my favorite movie, Showgirls.
Come on, I'm off the rag, and I just got some Summer's Eve or whatever that stuff is. Come on, let's go ahead. Yeah, and Summers.
Lingerie.
I'm on my period. You want to check?
Oh, this. I'll do one more, and it was one more. Can we try one more time? I'll make it better.
Okay. I don't understand those at all.
Not so much.
How they lead to sex is beyond me.
I'm telling you, it's these kids on Twitter, and they get this stuff trending. It's just insane to me. But I know we're out of time. Michelle, I don't want to keep you. I want to thank you so much for coming on and joining us for this hour. You are amazing. And I can't wait to watch you next week on RuPaul's Drag Race. And where can everybody go to keep up with you?
Twitter. I mean, I'm a Twitter fanatic. You know, I mean, really, you can always catch me on there and Facebook. And, of course, Monday nights, Logo TV, 9 p.m., RuPaul's Drag Race. And if you're a queen and you're listening and you really want to get on, they're taking submissions now for Season 5 at rdrcasting.com. And I can't thank you boys and girls enough for having me on this evening. I mean, what a treat. Now, did she just, like, dip in and then dip out?
Yeah. She was calling in from Paris on her Skype, so I think either she lost a connection or she had to,
or
sort of
he came home with some kind of Christian Dior or something or other.
Something like that. Yeah, the champagne.
You never know what that girl's getting into.
Good for her, man. I was always like, yeah. I always thought. Go ahead.
So I was just saying that's Katrina Johnson. That's why we love her.
Well, that's Spears, because I was always the chick who was like, oh, he's broken, I can fix him.
Oh, I was the same one.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, if you're broke, get the hell away from me.
Oh, right. Well, I've been married for 15 years, so.
Oh, Miss Girl, well, good luck. Well, maybe we'll save that for the next time. I hope you come back and join us again. You are such a riot.
My pleasure, really. I cannot thank you all enough.
You make us sound better.
Aw, thank you. Stealing Rue's line. That's so sweet.
Oh, it's the truth, baby girl. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the hour, and we will see you tomorrow night. Karen is back.
Have a great night.
Take a little time to enjoy the radio.
And RuPaul's Drag Race, Mondays on Logo.
Mm-hmm.